Hello, my name is Pumpkin. Welcome to this video. Today we're gonna make Itto from Genshin Impact onto a chibi figure. I made a mini-me! So the first we're gonna start with is say hey to mini-me. Hey! Meow! I had a body and a head left over from another project I'm gonna use. So the first thing first is gonna make his shoes. So I'm gonna make a square I'm gonna cut into. With some precise cuts, we will have something that looks like a shoe. So now I want to make his shield at his feet. All I'm gonna do is cut some clay out and put on, but I'm gonna put more details on it later. And give him his spikes, which was not easy to put on. The pants are easy to make as I use some tools to shape the pants into something I actually like, and then I'm gonna bake it to keep it shape so it easy is to play around with without worrying about it changing. Now back to the shield at the feet. I actually don't know what to call it. I spent a lot of time sketching it out to make it fit something I see in the pictures. Trying a lot, I think I got something I kinda like. Time for more spikes. Although I wish I had waited until I was done with the pose, because they break so many times for me, so I have to glue them all the time. But don't worry, you don't have to watch it. All you're gonna see is me trying to put them on with tweezers. It really begun to look good, so we're really getting somewhere with it. Now to the part I was most afraid of, the belt with the demon, because it's supposed to be so small. So I used a knife and tweezers to build the demon up with. It was the best way I could get all the small things on it. Okay, it's not that bad. We're really getting there with all the small details. I think it could be better, but it's nice for what I could do. Posing time. Time to make it. I have made a sketch of it, so it's much easier for me. Don't laugh at my sketch. I did what I did. Meow. I measure the arm one after the other, so they will fit together, and use a silicone tool to smooth it out. Then I put the head on to see if it looks like my sketch. Meow. The jacket just needs to be cut and add some sleeves to it, and then we have the jacket ready. To add a collar around the neck for the jacket. I cut some clay a few times, and then I have the collar ready for the jacket. I put the head on so I could check it will fit together, so it will not end up with him becoming a giraffe. I got a little excited here because it's looking so good. But now it's time for a snake that will become a bracelet with spikes. All I did was cut a piece that would fit around the arm. But the spikes will come on later, so we don't flake them off like the others. I'm gonna make the bow on his back by using a clay gun, where I make 3 strings that will be braided together to make a bow. I'm trying to make it as tight as possible without breaking it, and then put it on the figure. Afterward I made the braid, I cut the length I need to make the bow. Then I used a little glue to put it on. I make another string, and I use a knife to all the small details that my fingers is too big. Time to make his hair, which is so sweet of him to show us. Okay, enough of him. Now it's time to me making him. I start by doing his hair in a basic form, so I can add small clay pieces to it and build up his hair from behind. I did was taking the small pieces and smooth them out with my fingers. I had a little problem with smooshing them when I built the hair up. Ugh. Before I go any further, I added some horns and look quite good if you ask me. And added the eyes. Then I went on to his eyebrows, which I used a pencil to draw a line I'm happy with. Afterwards I take a permanent marker and draw it. Now I can move on with the hair, and all I did was take a piece of clay and shape it a little to fit. Then I baked the head in the oven so it's easier to put on the piece. And then I cut it. Next is my smoothing tool, and then the head is finally finished. Meow, so pretty! Now it's time for glamour shots. Meow! I'm just so happy how my figure looks, although there are things I would change the way I did it, just so I make it easier for myself. For example, I should have put the spikes on at the end so I wouldn't ruin them. I should have made the bow for itself and so painted it and then put it on the figure. But I'm very proud of the figure and very happy how it all turned out. It's so pretty! But all I have to say now is just thank you for watching this video and have a happy day.